Welcome to Virtual ScoutFest 2020. I'm Tommy Campbell, Scoutmaster Troop 157 here in the Great Smoky Mountain Council.
My name is John Campbell. I am the Senior Patrol Leader of Troop 157 in the Great Smoky Mountain Council.
So today we're going to share with you how to cook backcountry meals using the two-pot method. So we're going to show you all the essential utensils and elements of backcountry cooking using this method.
So obviously in the two-pot method you're going to need 2 pots. We also need a utensil to stir, preferably a metal spoon. Because of its rigidity, it won't bend when you're scraping or when you're stirring. We need a spatula so we can get in there and clean all the stuff off the sides, off the bottom, because when you're backpacking, you want as least waste as you can get when you're eating. You also need hot pot tongs. The reason for this is obviously your pot's going to be hot after it gets done boiling. You aren't going to want to pick that up with your bare hands, and when you're backpacking you probably don't want to carry leather gloves. So these are the next best thing. You can pick it up, you can move the pot off the stove, you can also pour your water with this. We also need a mess kit, which is vital for eating in the backcountry. So today we're using a bowl and a spork. The utensil you eat with doesn't really matter. You can use a spoon, you can use a fork, or just using a spork because it's the best of both worlds. Same thing with the bowl. You can use a plate, you can use a bowl, or a cup. It doesn't really matter as long as it's hold food.
Yes. So today we're going to be cooking some tortilla soup, and we're going to add a little bit of brown rice and quinoa as an additional carbohydrate added value, as well as some protein. You can add either some chicken or other type of protein as well. This is a good vegetarian type meal. It's dehydrated already, or it's sealed in a Mylar bag, so it will last. You don't have to refrigerate it. That's one of the great benefits of using these types of ingredients for your backcountry meal.
Also, we use bear bags. The reason for the bear bags is to keep our utensils off the ground, our food off the ground, and our pots off the ground, and a stove. We're using a white gas stove today, but you can use an isobutane. The reason we use white gas is because it performs well at higher elevations, better than isobutane. Sometimes it likes to freeze and not work as well. Water. We also have 3 quarts of water.
Yeah, so the tortilla soup calls for 8 cups of water, which is 64 ounces. That's 2 Nalgene bottles full, but I also have the third that will allow us to have additional water remaining so that we can wash our pots, we can wash our utensils once we've finished eating, and they're sanitized and they're ready for the next day out on the trail. So John's going to show us how to light our white gas stove and prepare it to begin boiling our water.
So when you start your white gas, you're going to pump it up